then Nick, what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah, on the around the world.
So I did lots and lots of sewing when we went around the world, because we weren't allowed sewing machines when we broke these spinnakers. So we had to sew all of these tapes from the bottom all the way around both sides by hand. Stick new tape on and then oversew it. So it took days and days and days. So we went a bit mad. So today it's not too bad. We've just got a
sticky tape.
Little sneaky hole.
A little one.
So we're just going to put some tape over it and fix it.
Yep.
Been taped before.
Sorry?
Been taped before. It's a previous.
Doesn't look like it's had something. I don't remember.
That was when that one blew out. That was one of the ones that blew out.
Better go.
Right, it's day 2. It's about 6:45 in the evening, and we have just had the best day because it hasn't been raining that much. It's been nice and sunny. We've had.
You alright there?
I'm alright. We've been past Mount Etna. We've just finished coming through the Messina Straits, and as we turn the corner, we've now seen Stromboli. We've seen pictures of those later, and it is amazing. It's been better than yesterday because yesterday it poured with rain. Everyone just got cold, wet, and it was disgusting and wasn't really enjoyable. Today was though, and I'm looking forward to the night. Okay, so it's 12 o'clock and we've just finished, the Timex watch has just finished their shift, and I was on that watch because I wasn't very tired and decided it would be better if I stayed up and helped. And so the Rolex watch came up, and as they came up, we woke Roger and Trev up just in time to see Stromboli erupt. It was all very happy and very magical because it was in pitch black, surrounded by cloud. Then and then we saw a faint orange glow come up, and then from about a metre up into the air it burst and lots of sparks went flying. Okay, so we've just had the perfect end to an almost perfect day. We've just seen 3 dolphins come alongside us, jump around, and as we called to them and shouted more, they just did more tricks. And they swam along with us for about 5 minutes. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear me, but it's Monday afternoon, 4:30, and it was about 26 to 30 degrees this morning, boiling hot, nobody could keep any layers on, barely shorts and a t-shirt, and within 20 minutes a front has just come in. It is pouring with rain, everyone is soaking, full HPXs, and it's just completely turned. It should last about an hour or an hour and a half or half an hour, and we're hoping it will pass. More dolphins came to see yesterday. We saw there was a whole group of them. There were about 7 dolphins swimming on either side of the bow. They were jumping up and down and having fun. And other than the rain, it's been a good day so far. Okay, it's 1 on Tuesday. I would have done video diary last night, but the conditions were too bad too, and you wouldn't have been able to hear me. The boat's bow was slamming the water as loudly as anything, and the weather conditions changed a lot during the night. When the Rolex watch finished their watch, they had barely 5 knots. Within the 2 hours between the startish of Timex watch and the end of theirs, it had gone up to 28 knots true wind speed. Because the weather conditions got so bad last night, the decision was at 3 o'clock in the morning to put an extra reef in sail to reduce the size of the main, so the wind. Hello, Karen. This is Karen, guys. That's okay. Oh, it's very hard to while it's looking very beautiful. Oh yeah, look, very pretty. That's Karen. Yeah, and it would reduce the surface area of the sail so that the wind wouldn't be able to blow us out that much. And we put up the number 3.
What a nice man, is he?
Whoa! Hey, good.
Very
That's
nice
the
one.
best one.
Woo, 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 woo. Oh.
Day 5. We are on the way home finally. It's about half the distance from a Buckley Goblets delivery trip. We've been round all the land producer marks. The longest one was 82 miles. We're now on our final long leg, which is 87 miles. We've got about 57 miles to go. We've had some pretty interesting things happen. We had Ash go up onto the boom while we were sailing and cling onto the backstay so he could tie the flag back on. We had a little sparrow come into the main saloon and land on my dad's head while he was asleep. Wouldn't move. My dad didn't wake up, so we just took a picture and then it eventually went away. The electrics that happened yesterday, but we hoped they would be back by now, but all the electrics have mainly gone, so we haven't got any navigation points where you can see where the wind speed is and the true wind speed, but we have all Trevor's little gadgets, so we can make sure where we are. Also the holding tank was full, and we've had a pleasant, well I say very pleasant, unpleasant day and a half trying to unblock it. The smell is unbearable, and we're reckoning everyone in Valletta Harbour won't be very pleased with us, but luckily we've unblocked it so it doesn't smell that bad now. out of the 604 racing miles on the multimodal sea race, we have done about 550 of them, and so we're nearly home, and we're very happy. Although by day 5 we were all asleep on the rail. Rog was probably the only one awake because he was helming, and we were just having lots of snacks and giggling and listening to music. We've now got this thing going that it's the heartbeat stir crazy, and if you stay on the boat for longer than 3 days you will go stir crazy with us, because we're all going mad. We're laughing, anything someone says is funny, and just generally having a good time. 9:30 PM on Wednesday. For the past 4 or 5 hours we have had no wind. We got stuck, we had barely 1 knot at one point. We couldn't get the boat going anywhere. We were just getting frustrated, infuriated, tried every sail, did not work. And then as the Rolex time watch started their watch, the wind picked up, and we're now going at a comfortable speed of about 6 knots. The original ETA was to get in at 7:47, but that has been scrapped considering that we had no wind. But because we're doing so well now, we should be getting into Valletta Harbour by about 2:33 in the morning, and hopefully this will keep it up. So. Past 8 in the morning on Thursday. We finished the Rolex Model C race at 7:15 this morning, or to be precise 6:47. Everyone was amazingly happy. It was ridiculous how crazy we went. It took us about an hour to cross the line, because as we came into the harbour we were in the wind shadow and there was no wind at all. Suddenly it picked up again and we crossed the line, and we were all going to cheer really loudly anyway, but we weren't sure if we were going to get hooted or not. And we did as we crossed the line, and we all just went mad. We were screaming, we were yelling, and then we all calmed down. Now we've sorted the boat out. We're all going to go have a shower and get clean, and then we're going to have some breakfast. What was your favourite part of the Rolex Model C race?
I love the whole of it. It's just an incredible sailing experience, but more than anything, it's just seeing places never seen before. One of our crew, Ian McGee, made the point that it's very rare that one of the marks of the course is an erupting volcano, but just everywhere is so beautiful, and there are places that we've never seen before that we all want to visit now. There's islands like Lampedusa and Pantelleria, Sicily, just absolutely phenomenal places. We had a great group of 12 people, all of whom have sailed against each other or with each other, and we didn't know whether it was going to work well. We thought it would, and it couldn't have been better.
If there was a low point in the race, what was it?
The low point was for all of us the fact that is the frustration of no winds when you can't make the boat work at all. Although we managed to keep it going.
Okay.
But that's
okay. Thanks, Trevor. And what was your favourite point of the race?
Going past Stromboli.
What was it? And why was that?
Because of the volcano.
Ooh, fancy.
Absolutely fantastic.
If there was a low point in the race at all, what was it?
There wasn't really a low point.
Oh, that's good.
So, the low point was probably finishing, because I thought we had to do more.
Oh, that's good. And what was your favourite part of the race?
It's got to be, I can't even remember what it is now, the earthquake. It's got to be
Stromboli.
We're very tired. We're very tired.
Right, you caused. Do you mean the volcano?
We haven't had much sleep. We've had far too much wine.
So if there was a low point in the race, what was it? Because I'm guessing the lack of sleep by the
lack of sleep. No, it was the wind dying.
Yeah.
And seeing all our hard work disappear was very, very frustrating. But we didn't have too many arguments, so we're all very happy here having a nice drink.
This is Judy, co-owner of the boat, and what was your favourite part of the race?
Oh, I think the favourite part of the race has to be seeing Stromboli erupt, and I think everybody is saying the same. We were going past her in the middle of the night, and she was surrounded by cloud, and we didn't think we were going to see anything. And then suddenly Ash, our foredeck man, said, "Look, look, look," and we saw the most incredible eruptions, volcanic eruptions that went on, 20-30 minutes, shooting lava rock out into the sky. And I don't think I'll ever forget how fantastic it was. So
very good. If there was a low point in the race at all, what would it have been?
Well, it was a hard race, 604 miles. We had a lot of rain, but I think yesterday afternoon was the low point. We lost the wind coming through the Sicilian Straits, and for 6 hours we were practically becalmed, knowing that the handicap rating clock was ticking.
We've had two,
and we had a previous one before, but yesterday afternoon for me was the worst, because we knew that boats were finished, and at that point the handicap clock was ticking. So that was the low point, but it has been the most fantastic race. Great crew, great everything, and we would definitely come back and do it again.
This is Karen, and what was your favourite part of the race?
I think it was the bit after we went round Messina, the Straits of Messina, and on the way to Stromboli.
Why was that?
The bit until we got into the rainstorm. I think the rain shower sort of rather dampened it down again. But the bit before that, it was nice, good sort of breezes and nice sunshine, and it was quite comfortable.
Very good. If there was a low point in the race at all, which there might have been, what was it for you?
Probably that rainstorm.
Yeah. The rainstorm was pretty disgusting. Ian, oh gosh, what was your favourite part of the race?
I really enjoyed the start. There's some very nice bits in the middle, but I actually enjoyed the end of it as much as it's light and airy. That's when it becomes most challenging.
Yeah.
And that brought out the best of the crew, and now we're at an exciting end. We're having a fantastic time now.
Good. No. If there was a low point in the race at all, what would it have been for you?
When your mum kept shouting at me, "Winch, winch, winch, you bitch, you bitch."
Very good. Danny, if there was a low point in the race for you, what would it have been?
A low point?
Yes, a low point.
When everyone was talking about what time we'd be getting in yesterday afternoon.
You found that so stressful?
Yes, I had to keep covering my ears. That was very stressful.
Why did you find it stressful?
We are going to get
I don't know. I
You did?
Yeah.
If there was a high point, what was it?
I know I won't be left alone.
There's been lots.
You won't leave me here going.
The main one.
Stromboli, the dolphins, the shooting stars, the whale, the little bird.
Oh, we recognise the shark now.
I didn't see the turtle. The start, the finish,
Everything.
everything. Yeah, it's just been awesome.
Very good. If there was a low point in the race for you, what would it have been?
A low point?
Yes, if there was one.
A low Let me think. Oh, the cheesy meal. The last meal. And we were desperate. We had pesto in the stable, but we just, for whatever reason, we had cheesy sauce.
Burger cheese, it was burger cheese.
Burnt cheese and frankfurters, and it was like glue.
And Jamie Oliver's tomato sauce.
And I didn't even taste the Jamie Oliver sauce. It was unbelievable.
Can I just show them who this is courtesy of? It's courtesy of Rog.
Okay, Roger made this. It was the last resort. It was we only had a few items, but what we'd forgotten. Hold on, I was just.
He's having a rant about mac and cheese.
I just wanted to go into my. We had pesto. We had pesto. That's all I'm going to say. We had pesto.
And your high point?
My high point was the finish. I was so pleased to finish. It tested us to the last. Even the finish was painful.
I think that's the most painful part. Thank you, Roger. If there was a low point in the race for you, what would it have been?
Sorry?
If there was a low point in the race for you, what would it have been?
what's the low point in the race? My macaroni and cheese last night was a real letdown.
Yeah.
The other nice performances.
Marcus's
Burger cheese does not make good macaroni cheese.
For future information.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and your high point, what would that have been?
I'm sailing with Grace.
Oh, thank you. I was on the Rolex watch, so it was obviously going to be.
We rocked. We were on fire.
No, I think you was brilliant.
Yeah, the whole thing was good. Stromboli was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But going up the Straits in Messina was very good. And the weather, being able to sail in shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah,
was awesome.
in the middle of October.
Spot on.
Thank you, Russell. If there was a low point in the race for you, what would it have been?
The low point in the race for me probably would have been when we ran out of wind in the Camino Channel and we began to realise that time was slipping away and that our previous good place in the race might just not be as good as we'd hoped for.
Okay, and your high point, what would that be?
Oh, that's easy. I think the good point was when we came past Pantelleria and on the beat to Lampedusa, there was a big tactical decision as to whether to go left or right of the beat. And one of the things which was coming was the possibility of a forecast wind shift with the wind going to the right. We decided to go right, and therefore we took it, and it paid off handsomely. So that was a good point.
Very good. Okay, thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
And if there was a low point in the race, what would it have been for you?
Well, low point?
Yes, if there was one.
Oh, the windy night.
Really?
Blowing boots, raining hard, it was cold, and you just want to get in your sleeping bag.
And it was unpleasant.
That was probably the low point.
And the high point?
And the lack of wind.
Oh yeah. So the extremes of the weather conditions.
Yeah.
What about your high point?
Oh, it's got to be seeing the volcano.
You were the one that spotted it after.
That was amazing. Never to be repeated. I could have just anchored and watched it all night. That was absolutely brilliant. The finish, apart from something going lack of wind, it's brilliant. Just superb, lovely harbour to come into. It's just a fantastic race. I'd do it again every year. Just brilliant. Good fun, good friends. Brilliant.
Okay, thank you.